It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas. It is Thursday, November 9th, 2017, and I should have said Southern Missouri as well. Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host. I'm joined by Dr. Charles Osgood and, of course, Jerry Hogan and Scott Callis is our director engineer this morning. How's everybody doing?
Great.
How's the Brood Awakening coffee?
Very good.
Yeah. As you heard in the introduction, Jacqueline told you that we have 3 locations to serve you with Brood Awakening.
Right?
Yeah, it
awesome.
is. Yeah. Balmer Boulevard at Highway 62 412, BRMC lobby, and Anytime Fitness out by Walmart.
And you can do like Dale, get 50 pounds of it at a time. Make it at your own coffee.
Put half of it in.
No, you're talking about putting it all into one pot here.
It does about a pound per 12 cups.
I think you're about right.
Twitch.
Street department takes the excess and fills potholes with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, it's time for our morning prayer, and we've been. How long have we been doing the morning prayer now? 6 years.
Awesome.
I started doing it August of 11, I believe it was. We've been doing the morning prayer on Down on the Corner, so we're going to continue that tradition. So if you will, join us for the morning prayer. Heavenly Father, the fall colors are simply spectacular. Lord, thank you for a beautiful fall season, and we're so blessed to live in this area. Whether you're in Arkansas or Missouri, you have blessed our people with the majesty of your creation. Lord, I really feel sorry for those that don't believe in God, and they really don't give it a second thought. And my question is how on earth can you look at the scenery and not see God at work? All I can say today is thank you, Lord. It's very beautiful. Thank you. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Well, let's see.
It is beautiful. I woke up and did my normal routine, getting to the shower, looked out the back window, and there's a big old buck running across a frosty field. And I said, boy, that's... You don't see that
You better watch
everywhere.
it Saturday.
Saturday.
Deer season.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your season's already been going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been cranked up.
Been this whole week.
I like to wait till it gets about 40 for a high for about a week.
Mm.
Then I'll get out there.
Speaking of 40 for about a week, it's cold out there today. It's a lot colder than what I thought it was going to be. 35 in Mountain Home right now, 32 at Harrison. Hardy, Arkansas. Oh, my goodness. Can you imagine the spring river at Hardy this morning? Beautiful over there today. 33 degrees at Hardy, 30 in Mountain View, 28 at Yellville, 30 at Marshall. Poplar Bluff, Missouri checks in at 32, while Branson's at 32 as well. 28.
We were at 31 when I left the house.
Really?
You know, when I left this morning, it was frost covering everything.
It was frosty.
I got to get that scraper in my truck. I had to use my Copenhagen lid to scrape the ice off.
You don't chew, do you?
Little chew, little
He just buys
away.
a Copenhagen lid so, so he can scrape his window.
Now I don't have a lid for my stuff. I was driving very gingerly this morning.
We were doing real good, and then Jerry spoke up.
Oh, we're still on the air?
We're still on there.
I thought we were on break.
Hey, we got donuts.
Oh, we do. Right before we went on air, where we can't have them before we eat.
Yeah, right.
Bologna. I can sit here and eat a donut on the air.
Donuts, yeah.
I can see them from here.
I can smell them from here. Thank you, Bob Rechtenwald from Jim Brown Company. Are you cold this morning? Call Jim Brown Company. How's that?
There you
That's
go.
smart.
They'll
Hey,
take
why don't we
care
look
of
at that radar?
you. All right.
We have shower activity in the southeast part of the country. Shower activity from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia into South Carolina, North Carolina get a little bit too. A little bit up at Lake Michigan and the northwest part of the country getting some shower activity as well. Could take a look at the Little Rock radar. We ready, Scooter?
Yep.
All right, here we go. The Little Rock radar shows. Now, when you see this image right here, I won't say that there's really nothing hitting the ground. They've got the intensity turned up. Most of the highways in Arkansas are clear at this time, 62, 412, east and west of Mountain Home. You can see Fort Smith and Fayetteville along I-49 is clear. I'm going to basically say that these highways are clear because I think that's just ground clutter. Highway 167 at Batesville is clear. Jonesboro on Highway 63. We're going to go up into Missouri and see, because all these highways look like they're clear. I don't see much going on. West Plains to Branson in good shape. I think we got a clear day in store for the Ozark region.
Be a little chilly, but it'll be clear.
Yeah, let's see. I think I thought the high is supposed to be pretty good. Let me pull it up over here. I can get it faster. I don't know if you got the smartphone. I encourage folks to use the KY3 Storm Team app. That's what I use. It's been pretty accurate.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so I think we're supposed to get into the mid-50s today, aren't we not?
I think so.
Yeah. Hey, how's the Corvette?
It's good.
Really?
It's running.
Is that an accomplishment?
Runs. Yeah. Well, you never know. You always have something to work on. Runs pretty good, though.
Good.
We have a good time with it.
I bet. High of 60 today, according to that. All right, PSAs. What do we? Oh, I've got one here.
Oh, before we do that, Dale, I want to thank a new sponsor, Arts Trash Pickup.
Yep.
Rick and Ben Thompson. So thank you, fellas, for coming on board. Appreciate it.
St. Peter the Fisherman Parish presents a teaching and exposition of sacred relics on Tuesday, November 28th at 6:30 p.m. at the church. Friar Carlos Martins of the Companions of the Cross will be here with his very special ministry to teach about these holy objects. This free event is open to the public. For more information, you can call 425-2832 extension 1. St. Peter the Fisherman Parish, Treasures of the Church, Sacred Relics of the Saints.
Okay, and we have Kindness Saints, second annual Golden Gala. They'll have the Stardust Big Band dance the night away with some big band all the way up to the 90s music. You got a single ticket, $30, $50 for a couple at the door. And Kindness Inc. is a very good organization to give to. They need all the help they can get getting people.
Because they help a lot of people.
Yes, they do.
The fourth annual Chili Dinner and Dessert Auction at Mountain Christian Academy is Thursday, November 16th, starting at 6 p.m., last until 8 p.m. Chili will be served from 6 to 7. It's $7 adults, $5 for student ages 4 through 17, and ages 3 and under are free at the Mountain Christian Academy at 1989 Glenbriar Drive in Mountain Home. Now,
be a good one to go to. They're a great organization. They really are.
Let me tell you, and this chili dinner and dessert auction, first of all, the chili dinner, they have probably 10 to 15 different varieties, and it is so good. But now the dessert auction, they bring in all kinds of cakes and pies, and I mean it's not just a birthday cake. I mean it is a cake. But beware, Chris Nassari is going to be the auctioneer.
That's a $5,000 cake you're looking at there.
Don't scratch your nose.
You didn't even bid on it. All you did is fix your glasses, and you own a cake. He misses nothing.
So sit very, very still.
Yes. Sit on your hands.
I mean, they got to sell the cakes. I mean,
it might be a good day to wear camo, and a lot of it.
Yeah. So you've been warned. Chris Nassari's the auctioneer. Don't scratch your nose. You bought a cake. Jerry,
he
you
does
got
a good job, though. He really
He does.
Yeah,
Thank you, Chris Nassari, for doing that.
For the ladies, Marvelous Magazine is having a Gifts for Girlfriends at the Ramada Inn in Mountain Home, November 11th. That's this Saturday from 10 to 4. It's going to be 35-plus booths, and they'll be selling gifts for women, jewelry, clothing, pottery, art, books, glass, bunch of stuff. So Ramada Inn this Saturday.
And I think Junior Auxiliaries Frosty Festivals come up on the 18th, 17th, and 18th, too.
What's a Frosty Fest?
It's kind of like they have crafts and stuff for girls that we don't really understand, you know.
Hence why I don't know what a Frosty Fest is.
They don't have camshafts and carburetors and lug wrenches out there. It's girl stuff, Frosty Festival.
Gotcha.
But it raises money for Junior Auxiliary, and they help a lot of kids. So, Scooter, take us to break. We got Dr. Charles Osgood here. He's my chiropractor, and boy, he keeps me out of pain, let me tell you.
You bet.
He takes that two before and whack, 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 whack. He gets me back.
That's a new technique.
New technique.
He'll be up next, and we'll be right back. Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
Have you ever...
And we're back right here on Down on the Corner, and I want to welcome my good friend and chiropractor, Dr. Charles Osgood. Welcome to TV.
Hi. It's awesome to be here. You know, and
how you like the set?
Never done TV before, so
me either. That makes two of us after 10 years in radio. I mean, wow.
So, hey, it's fun.
It is. It really is. And we've got a lot of people across the country that log in and watch, and maybe perhaps they may not be in Mountain Home, Arkansas, but they may be in a city where they can find a reliable chiropractic and get relief of pain.
Right.
But over the years, I think the main thing for me is I'm not a pill popper.
Right.
You know, and you know that. Over the last 10 years, we've talked about this. There's better ways to get rid of the pain, and in the radio days, we talked about if you keep getting if you wake up every day and go out and your left front tire's almost flat and you got to air it up.
Yeah.
You don't just keep airing it up. You go to the tire shop, run out the Plumley tire, and say, I keep getting a flat on my left front. What do I need to do? They take it off. They go inside. They patch it. It's fixed.
Yeah, it's trying to fix the problem.
Now, if my knee is hurting, I can put creams on it. I can swallow pills. I can sit on the couch. What do I need to do?
Yeah,
you can get it adjusted. You can get it adjusted.
You can get it functioning better.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's the thing that people miss about chiropractic. It's not about cracking your back, and it's not about popping your bones. What it is, it's about restoring function. And so, if you have dysfunction of the joints, and it's anywhere in the body, it's any joint of the body. If you have any dysfunction, you're going to lead to pain and pressure and inflammation and all those things. So all of that can be corrected with chiropractic care, and it can be corrected pretty easily.
Yeah. I remember the first time that I came to you. It's probably been 6 years or so.
Yeah.
And I loved to mow grass. I mean, I liked my yard work, and I was using a push mower on a certain part of my lower back, and the lower left part just above the hip was hurting.
Yeah.
Of course, you get the heating pad out or the ice pack out or whatever. You start, I'm not a pill popper, but anyway, we were talking, said, you need to come see me.
Yeah.
I was so impressed because step one is the x-rays.
Right.
After the x-rays are ready, you bring the x-ray into the office, and you've got this skeletal model sitting there on your desk.
Yeah.
And you will point to the x-ray and show me the locations in reference to where my x-ray is on the skeletal model.
Right. And we'll show you, based on what we see in your x-rays, how the disc structure looks, which is the cushion between the cushion between the vertebrae.
Yeah.
And if you've got disc degeneration, we're going to point that out and tell you, yeah, you've got this, so it's going to take us maybe a little bit more time to get things under control because you've got these worn parts. And so all of those factors, we believe the x-ray is a really good tool to find out for sure what needs to be done, because if you don't take the x-rays, you don't see how much time it's going to take a lot of times to fix a problem, because the more wear and tear you've got and the more worn parts you've got, the longer it takes. Just like on a car, the more worn parts on the car, the longer it takes to fix that car too. So it's gonna take more hours to fix that car when there's more parts that are worn out. So,
and many times we've made reference to ball joints or tie rod ends. And,
right.
If you went and bought that new car and it drove real tight and real good when it was brand new, but now it's got 130, 140,000 miles, and it's just not as tight in the turns, and it seems to wobble here and there.
Right.
And you go to your front end alignment guy like Min McCain's got this really nice alignment machine. Well, this is loose and this is loose and this ain't right and this is twisted there, and they take the parts out and put them back in. I'm not saying we go in for surgery, but what I'm saying is the new parts, the way they should be,
right,
put it back how it should be, like what you do with us.
Yeah. And what we do, we don't put the new parts in, but what we do is make what's there function better. See? Yeah. And you've got dysfunction of the bones or the joints when they're not moving on each other correctly. See, each of those vertebrae are supposed to move on each other. They have a joint that's a movable joint. And
all the way up and down the spine?
All the way up and down the spine. And they get locked and they get stuck. So that's where you feel you can't turn your head like you're supposed to. You get, and that is a part of the normal function of kind of a defense mechanism of the spine to keep you from injuring yourself further. It swells up and then it gets locked up and it doesn't move like it should.
So where there's pain, there's a problem.
Yeah.
And so what you do is you go in where the problem's located and find it and fix it.
Yeah, and that's what we do. And we use several different techniques to do that. We'll use x-ray to find it, and we'll use the nerve scan that we have to find pressure that's on the nerves and which area has the most nerve pressure. And we just now added to a scanner of the foot. It's a laser scanner.
Really?
That, when you stand on it, you can get a scan of the foot, which leads to actually telling us, based on the arches in the foot and how they're dropped and how they're fallen, what is it doing to your knees, what is it doing to your hips. It gives us a kind of a 3D view of the whole body, can see what we're lacking in as far as the arches of the foot. So it's a really cool little system, and then based on that we can recommend, hey, do you need orthotics because of this? There's a real good company we use called Foot Levelers Orthotics that makes great orthotics based on your custom 3D laser scan.
In some instances I found that when I buy a pair of shoes I get my money's worth out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm literally got them worn out.
Right.
That can affect the feet, the ankles, the knees, the hips, because there again, the shoe is not how it was new. My wear pattern is in there, so therefore I've basically ruined the shoe after 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I've learned that I've got a little bit more pain here and there, and if I get a new pair of shoes,
And
so how important is that?
That's real important, because what these, if you decide to go the route of orthotics, which are inserts that you take the insert that's in your new shoe out and you put these inserts in, they're made specifically custom to your foot, and they're made so that it will raise those arches that have fallen and get them in the right position, and then that takes pressure off the knees, hips, lower back, and everything. And a lot of times insurance will cover those things too.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the website, Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. This is a very user-friendly website, and we've referred to it for many, many years.
Yeah.
The one good thing about, well, there's many good things about it, but you can go on this website, and there's a contact us, as you can see right here, and you can actually talk to Dr. Osgood directly, privately.
Yeah, and through email, it sends me a private message, and you can ask whatever you want.
And then right here we have common myths. Chiropractic is scientific, well-educated chiropractors. Adjustments are safe, lifelong care. It goes on and on. There's a lot of information right there on that website, and you can see where my cursor is right here on the screen. Common myths, that brings up all these things that you can
things that you hear about chiropractic that aren't really true. That's a common myth thing, and then there's sections in there on particular things that we fix, and what do we work on and what do we help,
Let's look at subluxations real quick. Water, and here's all the information right here on that website.
Yeah. Subluxations are what we are adjusting when we adjust you.
Really?
Yeah. Subluxation is when I talk to you about stuck vertebrae.
Yeah.
That's a subluxation. And that means it's not a complete dislocation where the bones are off track,
right.
completely, but they're stuck and they're locked up. And so what we do is free them up by adjusting them. So when we are adjusting you, we are removing a subluxation. That's really what it is.
Now let's talk about young people in sports activities. Right now it's basketball season. Some cities in the north, they'll have hockey, wrestling going on. The importance of even young people.
Very important.
Being adjusted.
Very important. I have several who come in the office, athletes, who want to improve their game, or, they've had a fall. And, basketball, lots of falls there. And then, there's football, obviously, you're getting trounced. And so when you take a hit or you take a fall, you're going to subluxate. You're going to get a vertebrae stuck and locked up. And then if you leave it there for a little bit of time, it starts to create inflammation around that area. And then you get dysfunction of the muscles, and that's where the pain starts coming in. And it's usually from a trauma where you'll get a subluxation. A lot of times you can get subluxations just from work, like you're doing the same thing over and over again, repetitive work. You're looking down at, you're putting stuff together all the time. You can get subluxations neck and upper back just from that. So, but yeah, athletes, kids, we work on them a lot, and it really does improve game, when it comes to performance. And does a really good job at just getting those kids loosened up and back ready for the game. So
a lot of times I'll drive by your office. It'll say something like sciatica, a real pain in the butt, which is a pun.
Sometimes we like to put up funny stuff.
But sciatica is probably one of those irritating pains.
Yes.
It's
like a toothache in the butt. That's what I like to say. It's right there. It just hurts like the dickens. And it can come down the leg all the way, and it can just stay right in the cheek there, and it's almost unbearable, to sit on, and you can't hardly sit and get comfortable. But most of the time it's coming from lower back and what we call the sacroiliac joints, which are these joints out to the side here, and they're locked up. And they're inflamed, and so we
hurt.
We get the inflammation down. We use techniques too, like ultrasound.
Yep.
And that'll help get the inflammation down, along with the adjusting will help to get the pressure off those nerves again.
We got to tell the story about my son, the one who worked up at the oil fields. He'd had like, I don't know, what is it, MRI or something. He'd been, all kinds of things, and was still in a lot of pain. This is up in North Dakota. I said, I'll write the check if you go see Dr. Osgood.
Yeah.
Okay. Went in there, did whatever, and after about 45 minutes to an hour, he come back, Dad, I don't hurt.
Right.
And the smile on his face.
Right.
And the relief.
Yeah, and, not everybody gets relief that quickly.
Thank goodness he was young.
Yeah,
he was about 20 years old. Yeah,
young guys will do that. And there are some cases, honestly, that we'll work on and we don't get the results we want. So then we'll tell the person we need to do this, or you need to go here. But there's obviously a lot that chiropractic can do in so many different areas: neck, upper back, lower back, sciatica, even elbows, shoulders, wrists. All those things can be helped with
hands, knees.
Yeah, we work on people who think they have carpal tunnel, but really it's just misalignments, and we work with those and work with the muscles around the area and remove that pressure.
Let's talk about real quick. We've got about 5 minutes before we take a break here.
Oh yeah.
Folks that are older than me, I hate to use the word old people or elderly, people that are more advanced in years than I am. I'm 59. Okay, let's go to 69, 75, 80 years old. Cooler weather, a lot less activity outdoors because it's colder. We're not mowing grass. We're not turning the flower beds and not getting in the boat. And we're getting a little bit stiff.
Yeah, you got to be careful about just sitting in that chair all the time.
Yeah.
Because it's an easy thing to do. You're at home and you just sit down, and that's just not the best thing for you. So, get out and if you can, go somewhere to walk. Get inside somewhere and walk and just make sure you keep moving, because there's nothing worse for joints of the body than just remaining stationary, and it can lead to all kinds of problems where, like you say, it's stiffness, and the joint starts to just dysfunction. Just doesn't work like it should.
I'll give you an example. I had an old TIAC reel-to-reel tape deck that sat in storage for 10 years. I thought, this thing's ruined. It ain't going to work.
Right.
It was dry, but I plugged it in. Everything came on. You hit the button, and it just kind of real slow. It moved. I thought, oh. So I take it apart, I lubricate it, and I work these parts back and forth.
Right.
It works fine.
There you go. Lubrication. So lubrication for your joints is getting out there and walking, getting out there and moving. The more movement you get, the more life your joints get. So don't stay stationary. That's the hard part, especially in the wintertime.
Let's talk about the newsletter that people can sign up for through that website. You can go to Practice Newsletter, which is his monthly update.
Right. And we just basically cover a topic on chiropractic care and what what we can do to help certain things, and send it to your email, and you can read about it.
Read through it. And probably, I want to reiterate, one of the best, there's a lot of really good information on this website.
Yeah.
But you answer your own emails.
Yeah. No one else gets those emails. If you want to send me something because you got a question about, can I help a certain thing, it comes right to my inbox, and no one else gets those, and I'm the only one who answers them. So, personal one-on-one attention if you want that. So,
what about folks that may have fell on the floor, were tripped themselves up and fell outdoors?
Get that a lot. Yeah, we get that a lot. Landing on your rear end really shakes things up in the lower back, and it jams those vertebrae together. Causes a lot of problems when it comes to, there again, subluxations. And what it will do is it will lock things up, not only in the lower back, but in the what I mentioned before, sacroiliac joints, the joints that are out to the sides here that allow you to bend. Yeah. And then you'll get to where you can't even bend. Yeah. You're stuck.
Hurts, yeah. What about auto accidents and whiplash and things of that nature?
Very good for chiropractic care. So anytime you're in an accident, don't just think, oh, I feel all right, and don't do anything about it. Always have yourself checked. We'll take a couple of x-rays. We'll see if you have a whiplash type of an injury where the neck has straightened its curvature, and you're going to end up with problems later on if you don't already have problems.
And then the migraine headaches, you have helped more than 60 to 70% of your patient that have
the migraine headaches. They're pretty rough, and I'd say
it may be a higher percentage than that.
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, 80 to 90% of people, maybe not get rid of them completely. Some of them get rid of them completely. Some of them do a lot less severe symptoms, a lot less time that they're having to suffer with it, that sort of thing.
Well, Doc Osgood continues to help me. I'm pain-free, and I thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. So
What's that phone number location?
It's 425-4424 is the phone number. Right across the street from Affordable Insurance and Centennial Bank, right in the middle of town.
Now, I'll tell you what, if you're putting up with pain, you don't have to. Mountain Home Chiropractic, the website is mountainhomechiro.com. And you can go through the website that we just showed you on the screen a few minutes ago, and I guarantee you it will help.
We will give it our best shot.
You bet. Scooter, take us off to a break. What do you say?
We'll be
right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the pie lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery, as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances, and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business, and God bless.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
And we're back, and we want to welcome to the show Vanessa Peglar, and we're going to be talking about Mountain Home Christian Academy. I thoroughly enjoy helping Mountain Home Christian Academy and letting people know what's going on. It's to say it's an outstanding facility, it puts it bluntly, but a lot of pride and a lot of care and good people.
Thanks. Well, I'm very pleased to be part of it, so thanks for having us on your show.
A lot of things going on. Let's talk about Snakes Alive. This is so funny. I called Jerry and I said, "Oh, go ahead."
I was just saying, cool, snakes.
Yeah, that's always cool.
Not with Jerry. Yeah. I said, "Hey, the Mount Hope Christian Academy's got this dude coming with snakes." He said, "I'm gonna be there and that show me."
Well, I can assure you, if you're afraid of snakes, he won't make you touch any snakes, but he probably will help you overcome your fear. That's what I would say. Have you guys ever been to the Creation Museum yet? Okay.
No.
So this man that's coming, his name is Rick Teepin, and he's a herpetologist from Cincinnati, Ohio, and he is bringing with him 22 reptiles or amphibians, and he does a show, and it's strictly from a biblical perspective, which is really refreshing, you know, when you can go to these kind of shows. Very informative. It's a funny show, and it's very interactive, so the kids can be part of the show and they can have pictures taken with the reptiles, and they're very, very friendly. I mean, if there is such a thing as a friendly reptile, these are friendly.
Okay.
Take your word for it.
So this morning at 8 a.m. he's going to do his presentation for our school family, and then tonight at 6 p.m. in the Mountain Home Christian Academy gym, we would like to welcome the entire community to come for his evening show at 6 p.m.
But it's interesting.
Oh, yes. Well, he came in last night, so my kids got to help a little bit, and he cleaned all their little containers, and they got to hold a big reptile called Taz, which if you come to the show you'll see that and maybe get to hold him as well. Very, very neat animals.
So he works us into a biblical perspective with the snakes.
Yes.
Cool.
So kind of about how why snakes look the way they do, and it shows proof of intelligent design. There was a plan behind some of the markings that they have, and so it's just it was really eye-opening. It was one of those things at the Creation Museum that you kind of had to pay a little extra to go to. It was a workshop that's there. He's there doing shows at the Creation Museum a lot of the year, so we were lucky to be able to get him.
Where's the Creation Museum?
It's in Kentucky, and the town in Kentucky escapes me right now, but near Cincinnati, Ohio.
Up on the river.
So he's going to be here all today and then be heading back tomorrow. But I would love for the community to come out for that.
Well, Doc, I tell you what, whenever I see a snake, I need to come see you. I get very athletic because I come off the ground about 8 feet.
Yeah, you don't like those snakes, huh?
No.
Well, we had to check on them last night because the room that they're staying in needs to stay at a warm temperature since they're reptiles. And the lights were off in the room, and my kids were kind of joking about what if they all got out of their containers, Mom? And so I actually couldn't walk into the room until I turned a flashlight on.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
We called Jerry. He'd go to the dark check for snakes, wouldn't you, Jerry? Oh, yeah.
There's always someone that will.
As long as you have a big gun.
But you know, this guy, I bet he's pretty talented with this stuff.
Oh yes, very knowledgeable.
Talk about the chili dinner and dessert auction. Is Chris Nassari still the auctioneer?
He is. He is.
We've been warning people, don't scratch your nose.
Right, exactly. Yes, he's probably one of the most entertaining auctioneers to watch. But yes, he's returning this year, and we're very grateful for him because he makes the whole experience a lot of fun. So that's going to be Thursday, November 16th, and I believe it starts at 6 o'clock. And it's a chili dinner, so we are selling tickets to eat dinner with us, and then after the dinner, which I believe the dinner is from 6 to 7.
No, I'm going to be there.
Okay,
it's
good.
Great.
Good, yes, and the dinner's provided by Wendy's. It's chili. It's a chili dinner with cornbread and the fixins. And then we have a dessert auction, and you maybe have never seen an apple pie go for $700, but I think it's happened before at our dessert auction. It's a very fun experience. They have a special bidding time just for children with, like maybe some homemade Rice Krispie treats. And so the kids really enjoy bidding. It's a lot of fun. And then this year we've added kind of a buy it now type setup where some of the desserts will be just available to purchase just as they are without.
Oh, wow.
Because sometimes people come and some of the desserts have went so high that some people didn't get to leave with something and they intended to purchase. And so we wanted to make it where everyone that wanted to help in this way could. And I think this is going to be a good fit.
It's going to be fun.
Cool.
Yeah. $700 for a pie. That's Chris Nassari.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Yeah. You have to be careful of making any hand gestures at an auction.
It's all for charity, though.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Our school is not funded by the government in any way, so we are fully funded by contributions of people in our community and those that care about Christian education, and by our parents who pay tuition to send their children there. So we are very blessed that we always have what we need.
What we used to say, no government funds, no Common Core, just good, good Christian education, and a really solid curriculum down there.
It's very solid, and I've been teaching there. This is my 3rd year. I love that every subject, Christ's Word is integrated into it. Every subject, including math. So you would think, well, what does it have to do with math? But everything is integrated together, so they're learning about Christ throughout the day, even when we're not in Bible class.
Got a text from Bob Rechtenwald. It's in Petersburg, Kentucky on that.
Oh, thank you, Bob. Yes, Petersburg, that's right.
So what else is going on? I know that there's a wrestling program that we're working to help over here, Scooter. Scooter's involved in the wrestling program in Mountain Home. In fact, I mean, it's...
Oh, that's great. I don't think I've even heard that you were considering.
Well, what we've got, if I get my volume set back right, you guys started up this wrestling program, and we try to support you guys 110%.
Thank you.
We love you guys starting up the program. And then I realized the coach had a new baby born, and then the church has given him some other duties and responsibilities. So you're in dire need of trying to look for a coach.
Yes.
And which we put the word out there. I have been talking, I think it's with Angie over there, about having your kids go ahead and combine with ours.
Great.
And at least get them in there, get them running, get them practicing. It will do a couple things. One is it lets the kids be involved in it, but it also will help your coach when it comes time to move them over and you guys want to move the kids over. At least they have the basics and he's not starting from the very beginning.
That sounds great.
We're excited to try to work hand in hand with you guys and make this develop into something.
Great.
It'll be a great program. It really will be.
Well, I really appreciate your support for our school, too, because like I said, it's really important that the community embraces the school. I think a lot of people think that we don't have sports at our school, but actually we have a great basketball program for both boys, and this year the girls, it's our first year to have girls basketball, so that's kind of exciting. And we've had girls volleyball for quite a long time, so we are growing and growing.
See, I've got the boys basketball schedule here. It looks like Friday, November 10th, home versus Faulkner, 5:30 and 6:30.
Yeah, at our Mountain Home Christian Academy gym, so it's a home game. We'll have our first home game this Friday.
Cool.
Fun.
Awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
So if people are interested in being a student there, what do they need to do?
We have, at any time you can call the school and take a tour through the school, and they can tell you all about what a day in the life of a MHCA student looks like. You can also, there's one day in the spring that we have Student for a Day, so you could register for that. You get the school t-shirt, and you actually just pretend like you're a student for half a day. You go till lunchtime. And so that seems to have been a really neat way to, because I know when a child comes in, they're very nervous about even thinking about starting a new school, and so that really helps them to kind of transition really easily should they decide that it's a good fit for them, and so that's worked out pretty well for us in the past. But most of all, if anyone has any questions, our website's great. You can find out about tuition cost. We have a school uniform. We also have things in place to help people get school uniforms if they weren't able to get those. But I have 4 boys, and the uniform is like the best thing ever. No one argues about what they're wearing in the morning. Everybody knows what they're wearing.
Good idea.
And they look nice and neat and tidy. So I like it.
Yeah.
And it's a fun environment.
Oh yeah, we have a good time.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bullying takes place there, probably.
I would say probably less bullying than at most places, but we still have our issues at times, and I think that that just allows us to grow in how we handle situations, and so it's beneficial to all.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about monthly contributions. I'm sure there's folks out there, hey, the end of the year is coming up. You're going to be paying this much in taxes if you don't get rid of some of this. Mountain Home Christian Academy, what do they need to do?
Well, we have an online place to give. It would be www.mountainhomechristianacademy.com, so anyone could choose to go online and donate on a regular basis. You could come to the school and they could set that up for you as well. And if they ever have any questions about donating, 870-424-6622, and I hope that's the right number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Yep. Because I don't call it often because I'm there all the time. So.
Mm-hmm. And so other activities, do you have like clubs or organizations? And I was over there, Miss Mathis sent me a text, and I was just right there, so I thought, well, I'll just go out and talk rather than try to type it. They were having an election over there.
Yes, that's a great point. We have houses, so our school's divided into little family groups by colors, and so like for instance my kids are in the greenhouse, and so we have house elections around election time every year, and so the kids campaign and they also have speeches. It's a lot, they can be as creative as they want, so I think my son, when he did his campaign speech, he used a puppet to do his speech instead of standing up there on his own, and I happened to miss that, so I didn't see that. But then we have elections, and we elect a captain and co-captain for every house. And so they're kind of the leaders of
you're teaching
the
leadership
group. Yeah,
and
exactly.
developing those skills.
Another thing that we have that I don't think people know about is we have a widow ministry. So each class grade level is assigned a widow or a widower from our community, and that widow is with that class. Like we send them things at Valentine's Day, at any holiday, their birthday. Actually monthly we are doing things to interact with them. Some of them are able to visit the school and maybe read to their students, and I can think of one lady in particular last school year. She was the widow for the first grade class, and she brought them little Christmas presents at Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
I was cleaning out my son's room, and I almost put something in the yard sale that was from his widow, and he did not want me to do that, so he was very adamant about stopping me. But it's really just a sweet relationship between classes and widows, just following the biblical wisdom in James. So we're just going to try to take care of our widows, and we often pray for kids in the foster care system as well.
And you know, that's kind of a flimsy word using it as a ministry, but it is a ministry because there's a lot of, you know, elderly single people, and the holidays are, here they come.
Right.
You know, and it's just...
I know, and I wish we could do even more because we only have, I think we have 15 classes when you're considering also with the with the elementary education program, the early elementary classes. But I wish we could take on more widows. We have more widows than we have classes that we could possibly.
We need to take a break. We're visiting with Vanessa Peglar, Mountain Home Christian Academy, Dr. Charles Osgood. Scooter, how about a quick break? We'll be right back.
You ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple design to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
More than just propane, Reeves Propane provides you full-service propane delivery as well as tank and piping installation. We are your dependable choice, offering the very best in personal service with on-time deliveries and competitive prices. Reeves Propane also sells and installs tankless water heaters and appliances and can even convert your gas cook stove to liquid propane. So no need to fuss and cuss about bad service. Call us at Reeves Propane. We greatly appreciate your business and God bless.
Coming in 2018, VHF Archery Range, brought to you by DeerHunterFan.com TV and Steadyform. This 10,000 square foot indoor climate-controlled archery range will feature 3D targets, 3D pop-up, and state-of-the-art video shooting. DHF Archery Range will be open to the public and available for all ages. It's a great facility for hunters and archers alike and located in the center of the Ozarks in beautiful Bull Shoals, Arkansas. That's DHF Archery Range, coming in 2018. Keep on the lookout for more details and their grand opening announcement soon.
And we're back with the final section of Down on the Corner program on this November 9th. A little bit chilly out there this morning. Yeah. And we're visiting with Dr. Charles Osgood, Vanessa Peglar. And Doc, let's talk a little bit more helping folks be pain-free, pill-free, and pain-free.
Right. I think it's important to when you have a problem to address and find out what it is. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we try to do is, and most people's spinal issues, pains in the lower back, pains across here, pains in the neck, headaches, can be addressed chiropractically.
They sure can.
And can be done naturally without having to use medication. So if all you're doing is, popping those pills every few hours, don't just rely on that, because
it's not good for you.
It's not going to fix anything.
No, it's covering it up.
Yeah, all you're going to do is just continually have a problem. So, if you're struggling with something, spinally related, or like I said, shoulders, arms, knees, all of those things, address it. What we'll do is we'll walk you right through. From the first visit, we'll take x-rays, we'll do nerve scan, which will show us nerve function. And we'll also do, like I said, the 3D body view, where we put your feet on the scanner, and it'll show us just how those feet look and how the arches look. And all that's just $37, so it's not
bad.
It's not a lot of money, and we do it so cheaply because, if you don't have insurance, it allows you to use the money for the care that you're going to need, because you're going to need to spend a little bit of time trying to get it fixed, because a lot of times it's been there for a little while. We need to spend a little time rehabbing it, basically.
You've even got some good pillows down there.
Yeah, water-based pillows are called Chiroflow. I really like them. I've used them for years, and they basically use a water in the base of the pillow for the support.
Yeah. And
you can vary the amount of support that you get, which is what I like.
How important is that for the neck?
It's very important because, when you're sleeping, your neck gets cockeyed, positions where it shouldn't be. This allows you to, when you lay on your side, you put enough water in it to where your spine is completely level. Mm-hmm. And so you know exactly where it needs to be, and you put it right in the right position. So it's a good thing to use.
And once again, Scooter, I'm going to go to that website. And let me get that popped up here and go back. Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, mountainhomechiro.com. Can we put that on the screen real quick?
It's on there.
There you go. And once again, you can contact right here. You can see the cursor moving right here. Contact us. You can send Doc an email and talk to him directly.
Yeah. And we love getting emails from people. People never been before, have just a question, can you help me? We get those kind of questions all the time. It's good.
And Vanessa, Mountain Home Christian Academy.
Yes, sir.
Fine institution.
It's a great school.
Beautiful campus.
And just to remind them about the Snakes Alive program, free to the community tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Tomorrow or today?
Oh, sorry. Oh, thank you
Let
so
me look.
much.
Hang on.
That would have been bad. It's today.
Is it today?
That would have been bad.
That would have been bad. There is a ball game tomorrow, so there would be something going on there.
There'll be something going on. Now, this is free to the community,
tonight at
right?
6 p.m. It is free.
Cool.
Well, can't we put a donation bucket out there?
Well, you know, we've thought about that. Actually, I had to entice a generous donor to pay for the man to come so it could be free, and Peglar Real Estate Group was the person I can entice to do that.
Wow,
Gee, I wonder how that came about.
Yeah, he was pretty easy. But we're seems like often we are having fundraisers for our school, and we thought for once it would really be nice to just be able to offer something to the community with no strings attached. Just come and enjoy time with your children and some reptiles.
That's cool.
Oh, and something else I want to bring up, the spring activity, which has become a mountain home event.
Yes, it has.
What is it, Night with Your Night?
Night with Your Night, our event for mothers and sons, and then the father-daughter ball
Cool.
for fathers and daughters. And it's in May.
Even Scooter's dressed up for that one. You've got a picture down at the restaurant off of that, don't you?
Yeah, I've got, I go every year.
Awesome.
I take my daughter, and my wife takes my son, and we just go out and make a fool out of ourselves. We're not, me and my daughter are not shy, so when it's dance time, it's all off. I told her if we're going down big.
Are you John Travolta out there?
Oh, no, we just do stupid stuff. We just have fun.
That's
we
what it's
have
all
our
about.
own party.
That is right.
There you go.
It's really neat.
But what
program.
has that done, though, to reestablish that bond between father, daughter, mother, son, you know?
Well, I'll tell you, if we had more time on our hands as far as a planning committee, we would do more events. You know, you could keep on going. Father-son events, mother-daughter events, husband and wife events. I mean, you could, but just anything we can do to increase the family bond, you know, and it's especially special when dads are not with their children to be able to take their daughter to the father-daughter ball. And so it's been very rewarding to be part of. I think the Lord has really blessed the event beyond what our human hands can merely do. And I love that people anticipate it and are wondering when the dates are so they can plan for it. And it's almost, well, I can say that I cry easily, but when I walk into the ballroom and I see all of these little girls with their daddies dressed up, ready to be a princess for evening, it's very moving to see.
Is it a dinner and the dance?
It is not a dinner. The mother-son event, Night with Your Night, is a dinner, and it's usually some form of entertainment. Like last year we had a juggler perform that was really, I mean, like extreme juggling.
But you got to keep in mind, everybody there is dressed up for that theme.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the knights, you've got...
Oh, yes.
It's amazing
we
how
really
much
go
detail
all out
is in there.
with the detail. I'm going to give Robin Robinson the credit for that, because that woman, she pays attention to the table
detail.
place settings are better than most weddings I've ever attended. The whole thing is just set up beautifully.
It makes everybody feel special.
Yeah, it really does. It's and it's really amazing because it takes at least 50 volunteers to pull the events off, and we often have those from the community. They're not just from our school. Lots of moms, usually moms, so we've had a few dads too, but we have a lot of people from the community that step up to volunteer for this because it's just really fun to be part of, is even on the volunteer side, working the events.
Amazing.
Now, for the daughter and dad part of it, you know, we get a little dessert type thing,
yes,
and it's a nice meal, but you get a carriage ride.
A what?
You go out and get a carriage ride.
Really?
Yeah, like Cinderella.
Yeah, Cinderella.
That's cool.
That's kind of the theory. Is behind it, and then it's all dance, and it's cool to see these dads just let go, and you know you're out working, you've been stressed for all year long, and you just let go, and it's hilarious. We have a great time.
Mountain Christian Academy at 1989 Glenbar Drive, 424-6622. If you can help them financially, give them a call and write them a check. I'm sure they'd be greatly appreciated. No government funds, no Common Core, just good, solid Christian education. Doc Osgood, phone number, location.
425-4424, right across the street from Affordable Insurance and Centennial Bank.
Doc Osgood keeps on keeping me pain-free and pill-free. Thank you.
You bet.
Scooter, we out of here?
Yep, we got Jim Bumgarner
coming up in Harrison.
He'll be up next. So
and, I think we got a high temperature day around 55, 60 degrees. Looking forward to warmer temps.
All right. I'm ready for it.
Hey, tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
I'm ready for Friday.
It's Friday.
We will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.